Find him sitting on your doorstep, waiting for a surprise.
So I attended therapy today, and my therapist, I will leave her name anonymous. She was talking to me about how I'm not very expressive when it comes to sharing my stories, and I totally have to agree with her. Like, I'm not used to like sharing my stories with people, mainly because I have trust issues. Like, I don't trust everybody, and in my past, I think it has a lot to do, or it correlates with my past, because in the past I have been hurt, and my trust have been misused. And so now in my present day, I kind of have a problem with trusting people and sharing my stories. I mean, I know it's better to be expressive and not hold things in all the time, but personally, I think for me, I find it better to just hold things in. And of course, when I hold things in, it come a moment or a time when I go into an emotional distraught or something like that, and so I just start like being so emotional and crying. Of course, it's because I hold things in. And so like my therapist, she kind of thinks that I can't trust her because I don't share most of my problems, and if I do share it, she would have to like kind of forge it out of me, like kind of like really like, I think in a way she has to badger me in order for me to tell her. I mean, like, she's my therapist, and I think she's a cool person, but it's like I don't know whether or not I can trust her. And I do have trust issues, and I am praying that God will allow me to trust the people that come into my life. She also says that I kind of push people away or push people out of my life, and sometimes that do happen. And even when she did say that, I kind of recollect on my past, and it was like, wow, that's true. Like, I kind of like push people away, and I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be different, like, because I think I'm a very sociable person, but I don't like for people to be too close. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of push them away so that they won't, come close or be close. And so I even found that, and even in my past relationships, when either it was a friendship or whatever, where I didn't allow my friends to be close to me, and I wanted that then too, but I just didn't know whether or not I can trust them. And so I know that many of you can relate to me, whereas you just don't know who to trust, and especially nowadays, like, you just don't know whether or not you can completely trust a person, especially with your heart, or with a secret, something small as a secret. Sometimes you just don't know whether or not you can trust them. And so to prevent yourself from being hurt or whatever like that, you just hold it in, or you just like keep it to yourself. And so I'm sure that many of you can relate to my story. So I'm receiving like therapy for this. So she kind of asked me, what do I want to get out of receiving therapy? And I do want to complete therapy, and like having the urge to trust people afterwards.
Daydreamer sitting on the sea, soaking up the sun. He is a real lover of making up the past and feeling up his girl like he's never felt a figure before.